Social skills with courage. Social skills. What are some of social skills? If it's for children, really is asking for help. Now, many a times they don't know how to ask for help, or they dare not ask for help. One colleague of mine shared this. Okay, we teach our kids to ask for help. So if they don't know certain work, right, teacher taught them and they don't understand. So the problem situation with the parent is the kid will reserve all the homework, all the ununderstood homework to be done when daddy, mommy comes back from work. But you know, most of us, we work pretty late. So by the time we return home, it's like 8, 9, and you have a ton of homework waiting for you to clear together with the child. Sometimes it becomes very challenging. So what the father shared was, oh yeah, I taught my child to ask the teacher, best to clear whatever doubts that you have in school, right, in class. So if you don't understand, ask the teacher, can you repeat your instruction? Can you just explain what this means? Then the response from the teacher is, why didn't you listen carefully in class? Okay, so sometimes there are a lot of reasons why children may not or dare not ask questions in the class. It could be, 1, they don't know how. 2, they are afraid of the teacher, like the instance where a teacher retorted and said, why didn't you pay attention just now? I'm not going to repeat. Yeah? Or, and this is the most common reason, how will my friends see me? If I ask questions, will I look silly? All the others seem to be so smart. They seem to understand what the teacher has explained. Only me. I don't want to be singled out. I don't want to be the silly one. So I don't ask. So if I don't ask, when the homework comes back to me, I don't know what to do. So that's what happened. Okay? But if you have taught the child how to problem solve, very good. Then you can explore with the children. So you dare not ask the teacher, who else can you ask from? My friends. Yeah? My friends. And some of our kids are quite smart. They say, oh yeah, if I want to ask maths question, can I ask my good friend? No, cannot. My good friends are maths even worse than me. So I better ask this friend for maths. But for science, maybe I should ask another friend. See, they can come up with their solution. Okay? Use polite words, sharing, making friends. These are crucial social skills. Children go to school, not because they want to study, What's the main objective of going to school? Make friends. Yes, and they spend so many hours in school, right? So if they don't have friends, it's a chore, It's terrible. Usually they end school at about, lower primary, maybe about 2 o'clock, right? So they have CCA, enrichment, supplementary, I don't know what else that they have. They may end up staying in school for until 4 plus, 5. Yeah? So without friends, it's really terrible. How then do they make friends? Now some do not know. Surprisingly, I still hear children who make friends, how? By kicking their friend's chair, by pinching their friend. That's their way of making friends. For fun. When you ask them, what do you do there? For fun. I want to get my friend's attention. But again, if you go through, how does your friend feel? You may be having fun. How about your friend? She's in pain. That's not the way we make friends. Then how do you make friends? So for some children, making friends also don't know. They must teach. Sometimes I have to teach. Yeah? How even to say hello, how are you? I'm so and so. You may have to demonstrate it. So you are the best role model to them. Role model, some of them catch it. If not, then you may have to practice it together with them. Yeah? And now schools are going to teamwork. They are collaborating. How do you do that? So again, common thing is they can't share. They can't take turns. So even taking turns, we go into, all right, to be fair, right? Children are all into fairness. To take turns, you may ask, all right, maybe Emily can start first. So Emily can play first for how long? So you got to coach your kid to ask a friend, Emily, how long can you play? 5 minutes? Okay, you play for 5 minutes. After that, it's my turn. I play for another 5 minutes, and that's how we take turns and share. Right? That's also part of problem solving. All these are all interrelated. Yeah. So these are just some of the examples of some, child social skills that will be very useful for the children. Okay, and with courage. Why? Because it really takes a lot of courage for the kids to make friends and to ask, to share, to take turns. Because some of the friends may not do that, and why should they be doing it? Yeah. So it's really with a lot of courage. Next, communication with wisdom.